with these dogs, bro. They're scared of some. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. That's the second time I heard those fucking bells, bro. The second time. I'm home all the fuck alone, bro. Nobody is home. Nobody. No one is home. Nobody is home. And those fucking bells. What's wrong, Petey? What's wrong? What do you see? You see something? You see something over here? I'm telling you, those bells, I heard them motherfuckers twice. What the fuck is going on? Petey! 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 Petey, what's going on? The TV turned on. The fucking TV turned on. Petey, let's go. Go, Petey. Go. Go out. Go out. Go out. Go. Go out. Go out. Go out. Go out. Go out. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going? It turned off. It turned off. Lucy, Bentley, let's go. Bentley, get out. Let's go. Tiberius, let's go. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Let's go. Tiberius. Lucy. Oh my God. Charlie, let's go. Come on. Come on, who's home? Come on, who's home? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Come on, T. Come on! Lucy!
So I'm out here working, okay? I'm working. I look down at this bird, you know, I pick up trash, whatever. I look down, look at this. Look at this. Why is there wires coming out? Oh my God. Coming out of the bird. This is a real bird, dude. It's like, it's a real bird. Like, his head is off. So it's like there's guts. Like, oh my God. But there's wires. Dude, there's fucking wires coming out of its neck. And the net. Like it's decomposing, but the head is off. Oh, I'm stressed out. What? So they say, oh my God, look at it. But ew, I don't want to touch it. Ew, it's a real bird, dude. It's a real bird. In the head. Gross. Like, head.
بس فرطة غمازل تغزي ميغود
A bright object moves through a massive cloud, revealing a tiny ball of light floating through the sky. This small, illuminated object moves at high speed and doesn't resemble any aircraft. Yosef turned to TikTok for answers, but no one knows what the hell this is.
This piece off here and put it over here. And now you see, the United States is no longer in the middle of the map.
Right.
Now, I did this with a major record company in New York City, I think in 1970. And an older man stood up in the back of the room and said, "Now, Elliot, you've gone too far." I said, "What's your problem?" "You can't do that with the map." I said, "Well, actually, you can." He said, "No, the United States isn't in the middle of the map anymore." I said, "The United States never was in the middle of the map. You need to realize this depends on how you draw your map." And then I pointed this little fact out. South America is actually 9 times larger than Greenland.
Even though it doesn't really look like it.
No, it is. South America is actually 9 times larger than Greenland.
It's crazy.
Now, according to your social studies teachers, what is the equator? Halfway between the North Pole and the South Pole on this map would be right about here.
Right.
And that means that Iowa has a semi-tropical climate. Well, you've been in Minnesota in the wintertime.
But in Iowa too, it's definitely
You know that it doesn't have a tropical climate. So you have to then introduce a real version of the map of the world. This is Salisbury, the theater's projection map. The sizes on this map are right. The shapes are distorted. Look at Greenland on this map. Right there, see it?
Yeah, it's really tiny.
See how small it is?
Right.
Look at it on the Mercator projection.
So why do they do that? I don't understand.
Why? Because the Pope commissioned Mercator to make a map that shows the spread of Christianity. So all the countries in which there are predominantly white people are larger than those in the southern part of the world, halfway between the North Pole and South Pole. Now, if you have children going to school and they're seeing this map,
Right.
they're seeing a distortion of size, of shape, location, of importance. If they're looking at this map, they're seeing a distorted, shape distorted, but size and location and importance makes sense. This makes no sense. On that map, Alaska is bigger than Mexico. On this map, Mexico is bigger than Alaska. And look at Canada on this map. Look at that thing. Not much of a map. Look at Canada on a properly constructed map.
Yeah.
Do you think that's important?
A world of difference, actually.
A world of difference. That's a good thought. Look at there. Look at South America and compare it to Greenland on this map.
It's almost like we're teaching kids that we're bigger, we're better.
That's right.
You know.
That's right. That's exactly what this map is supposed to do.
Right.
What we have in this country and call education is indoctrination. We start at 3, we used to start at 5. From the northernmost point of Canada to the southernmost point of South America, all the people in here are Americans. North Americans, Central Americans, South Americans. These are all Americans. You can't put up a wall to keep Americans out because we're all Americans.
disappear.
Two clusters of lights hovered high above Kokomo, with glowing orbs appearing and vanishing simultaneously. Chad had never seen anything like this before. Sightings like these are becoming more common, leading me to believe we might be making friends with aliens soon. White figurine in front of him began moving on its own, turning and facing Tony in an insanely creepy way, as if ominously staring at him. These action figures don't have automatic turning heads, so what do you believe, real or fake? Let me know in the comments.
Her mother was Viola Armstrong. She had a son named Neil. Oh, really? As you know, the story goes, he went down to Antarctica, had a heart attack, stroke combo, and came back, and then there was stuff on the internet. I had to look at Bud and ask him, Bud, what happened down there, Bud? Bud did say one thing, and it just stuck in my head. It's the way he said it. He just said, we thought out things we shouldn't. And if Bud saw something, I don't know what it was, but it was enough to give the man So if there are beings down there, I would think these beings never planned on us. They've been there, they came in millions of years ago, they've been under ice for millions of years. I don't think they were expecting us.
Let me ask something about Buzz Aldrin, that there was this very cryptic tweet that came out during his stay down there. He said, "We have seen the faces of evil and we're all in danger." And this is right before he had his heart attack. And I can tell you, logistically, to do a medical evacuation from the interior of Antarctica is very difficult and very expensive. So something must have majorly gone wrong.
To underscore the fact that when the C-130 crew had dropped them off, they disappeared. And then when they went to try to find them, there was nothing at the National Science Foundation camp at all.
They were gone.
A dozen totally
scientists.
gone. And when they did show up, they had been missing for a couple of weeks. And Brian S. and the C-130 flight crew were then sent back. And they were expecting that they would see this group of scientists out to meet their plane, doing this, yelling, something. And he said they were lined up like birds on a wire. They were all kind of next to each other, and most of them had their heads down, looking at their feet when the C-130 was pulling up. And that somebody had to go from the flight crew over to the scientists and direct them to get onto the plane. And they talked about how not one single scientist said one word. Most of them walked with their looking down at the ground. Brian said when they got them loaded up, he said to his flight chief, "What in the world? Where have they been?" And the flight chief said, "I don't know. We can't get a word out of them." And during the flight, Brian went and sat down next to one of the scientists, and he said he leaned over and touched the scientist's knee, and the man never looked up. And he said, "It was as if we were dealing with 12 or 15 people who had suffered post-traumatic shock syndrome, that they were unnaturally frozen in their position and no speaking, and that they all looked afraid." That one of the SEALs that I have talked to that is not in the video said that as they walked for a mile or 2 miles into these very strange created architectures, they reached a point where something started coming through the walls out into the air. At first, it would go in and out of visibility, and then they realized that their minds were being manipulated. And then when they could see it clearly, and it was coming in and out like a television signal in the air, it appeared to be covered with scales, like an armadillo, the surface of an armadillo. And he said, when you are face to face with something like that and you are trained in military to kill, but you're dealing with something you've never seen and it can go in and out of visibility, and you know that your mind is being taken over by something that you are fighting. He said that happened in one of those corridors, and that was 2012.